Hello, my beautiful souls. I'm gonna do an unboxing on a deck I never heard of or saw until the other day on Amazon. Now, the only pop art tarot that I have is from Vibe About It. Now, somebody did take her decks and steal all the art, of course. And I'm wondering if this is another one of those, because the real one that I'm speaking of is called A Pop of Love by Vibe About It. Okay, now this is sold on Etsy, and somebody took, in fact, they didn't, there's 100 cards in the real original deck, and somebody took, like, I forget if it was 50 or 70 or some 50 of them, and just stole everything that this woman worked on, which I think is wrong. Anyway, I saw this deck and I was like, all right, well, I'm gonna buy it. It was not priced as a black deck market price would be. It was actually pretty, just a regular, I mean, it was a regular price. I think it was like a $30 deck, probably too much, but let's see. I don't want to be a negative Nancy. I just don't know, like, pop art tarot. I don't know what any of this means here. So I guess this is something that is, okay, see, designed in the U.S. by GWA, made in China. I don't know what any of this means. And on this side, it just says Pop Art Tarot, Pop Art Tarot, Pop Art Tarot. So, all right, with that being said, let's get this off. And I wonder if they took this from her. I have to go look and see afterwards. All right, and one of the things that makes me think so are these little microphones, because they're on her other deck. If they did that, that is, now, I don't want to promote this deck if it is a fake. If this deck is not, if this deck is real, great. But I don't want to promote a fake deck right now. And I did not see this deck on her Etsy site. So, like, I feel like, am I doing, on the back of the book it says, Destiny is a mirror, look with your soul. I'll just show you the little yellow book. And I don't know if this is something that, I really don't know. I sent a message. I'm waiting for a response. Okay, this I can show you because this is in many different books. So this gives you what the aces mean: 2s, 3s, 4s, 5s, 6s, 7s, 8s. So it gives you, numerology. It's a nice, chunky, thick little book that gives good information. Here's the Queen of Pentacles. And that would be what the card looks like right here, I imagine. I haven't looked at any of the cards yet, except for the Fool that I keep seeing out of the corner of my eye. So, all right. The other one came with no book at all. This, I don't see anything to scan anywhere unless it's inside this deck. Let's see. Is it? Can I get the deck out? All right. So inside the box, we have this Tarotika. Tarotika. Okay. However that's pronounced. So, oh, now I have to open this. Sorry, guys. I thought I was done, but I do have scissors. One moment. Okay. So, took the plastic off. And, Now, let's look through them and see what we got. Flip it over. This is obviously... So, the back's not reversible. If this is what the back looks like, they couldn't have come up with a better design for the back, really? That tells you right there. So, alright, whoever made these, obviously, is this Tarotika, or whatever, if I'm saying it right. Now, do not like this back design at all. I mean, if they wanted to just do something like comic, they could have done that without it having to have these words on it like this. So that right there, don't like the backs. That's all right. I can change them. We can change that. All right, so let's go back. This is the Fool. I'm not going to read all these words. If you want, what I'll do is I will make sure I pause on it long enough and you can read them. I'm flipping through fast. So there's the Fool. There's the Magician. Screenshot it. If you want to read it all, screenshot it, because I'm not reading it all. The Magician. The High Priestess. The Empress. The Emperor. Oops, sorry. The Hierophant. The Lovers. The Chariot. Strength. The Hermit. Wheel of Fortune. I'm surprised they don't have Vanna White. Sorry, I'm moving. Okay, take your screenshot and go. Justice. The Hanged Man. Death. Temperance. The Devil. The Tower. The Star. That's a good star card for a comic. The Moon. Got the wolf, dog, or two wolves, whatever. You got the Sun. Oh, we got Judgment. the World. All right, Ace of Wands. Two of Wands. So the way they're doing it is they're putting the 2 and the wand right there. So that's how you know, because it gives you this word and then the up and, you know. So we have the 3 of Wands, foresight. I'm probably not going to go through the entire deck. I will go through all the signs, society, the 4 of Wands, okay, this is what the 5 of Wands, conflict, confrontation, and yeah, confrontation's on there. 5 of Wands, 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands. All right, so we have 8 of Wands. Now I'm just going through. We have the 9 of Wands, the 10 of Wands, the Page of Wands, the Knight of Wands, the Queen of Wands, and the King of Wands. So then we have the swords, which is all going to be the same. The Ace of Swords, the 2 of Swords, Three of Swords, 4 of Swords, 5 of Swords, 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords, 9 of Swords, and 10 of Swords. Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. Oh, he is a fine King of Swords. Oh, wait. All right. Ace of Cups. Two of Cups. Three of Cups. Four of Cups. Five of Cups. Six of Cups. What's this one? Wait, numbers. A Seven of Cups. I would not recommend this deck for beginners because it has a lot of information, which I can see would help, but if you're actually learning like the actual basis of tarot, then you want to know the symbolization and the symbology, all that stuff, what all this stuff means. I mean, I guess I could keep going. I've done 3/4 of the deck. I just feel like it's pretty repetitive. It's no different than what you're seeing, just different themes or whatever. So, because I definitely didn't expect it to last as long as it did. But I'm going to check out this little book, and I want to do a little bit of research on this and see where this deck actually came from. Is it connected at all to the deck that I have? So I'm trying to find that out. But anyway, yeah, it's, first of all, I'm gonna use it with that deck. I can tell you right now, if it's connected with her and that deck, then I will probably not, because out of respect for her, I don't want to use a stolen deck. I will buy one from her instead. So, I have to find out what's going on. If this isn't connected to her at all, and it just so happens to be the same kind of art, then I will absolutely be using it with her deck. Vibe About It. And since I don't know much about whoever created this, but I do know about Vibe About It, check out Vibe About It's decks. I'll show you right now. I actually think I did a review on the fake one that they were selling on Amazon versus this, because the fake one that they were selling, it had like half the amount of cards. They're not gilded. These are very, very well made. They're excellent cardstock, excellent cardstock. And there's no sticking together. I have no bad chipping. I mean, anything other than basic use. And I don't shuffle this entire deck really, because it's just too hard for me to shuffle all at once. I have to usually split it into, like two, and then I shuffle it that way. So, yeah, I mean, I'll see, I'll keep an eye out and see if there's, a deck that's connected to it. But as you can tell, the art is the same, and it even has, the little thing. It doesn't have, I don't know if it has, no, it just has a heart. I was going to say, it doesn't have swords or anything like that in this one, does it? No, it does not. But it does have the little microphone. So, and it does have the, it does have a keyword, and then both up and back. So we'll see. We shall see. We shall see. We shall see. But I can tell you, this is going to read great with it. I mean, it looks like they were made together. And I hope that this is not, again, one of her decks that was taken. Because that is just so wrong. And that's why I'm waiting to kind of use it. Because I want to make sure... I want to make sure I'm not using a deck that I normally would never even buy. I don't believe in buying black market decks. If you choose to, I think you're just as bad as the thieves that make them, to be honest, because you have people out there who are putting their blood, sweat, and tears to create the deck that they're creating, only for people to steal it, profit off of it. And not only that, but then they insult your work by selling it looking like garbage. And they're making money off of that garbage. So, and there's nothing anyone will do. So, when I saw this, I had to get it. I really shouldn't even have spent the money, but I had to get it. I had to find out if this is somehow connected to this. Because if you look, all right, we have the Pop Art Tarot, Vibe About It. Now, see, that says TM, Pop of Love, Pop of Love. This doesn't say anything on the back. It just says Pop Art Tarot, Pop Art Tarot. That's it. And then Easy Tarot with meanings on the cards. No idea. I'll find out. So, yeah, if you're into tarot, this is a super cool deck. Cardstock's really nice. I don't think anybody would be disappointed with the cardstock. If I actually do not like meanings on my cards, but this kind here doesn't bother me, because it's easy enough to not, or I should say diverse enough to not get stuck in one subject. So I don't mind these for some reason. They don't bother me at all. But other ones that normal Rider-Waite Smith with keywords and all that, they drive me nuts. I don't use them. But these don't bother me. For some reason, they don't bother me. In fact, I think my readings are better with them, if I'm being honest. I don't know. So, yeah, check it out. Pop Art Tarot. And I got it off of... There you go. Again, no clue at all who makes it. Oh, that's the only thing I have is on what's on here. So, Pop Art Tarot, and then it's Tarotika, I guess. So, that is what I am doing. I'm going to continue looking into it and finding out what I can. But in the meantime, I'm going to be using this, until I figure out what's what with it. So, I mean, it looks like it's a great deck, so why not? And honestly, definitely, I don't read the guidebooks, but I'm definitely impressed with, this little chunk-a-monk. It's chunky. Does it tell you how many pages? Couple pages in the back, 200 pages, $1.99, and that's got a couple. It's got a couple pages in the notes for back. 200 pages in this little chunk-a-monk book. So let's see. It gives a couple of layouts: past, present, future, card layout. If you want to do a reading on a specific topic such as love, you can choose a significator from the deck instead of letting it appear randomly as the first card after shuffling. Oh, okay. Yeah, significator card. Okay, well, I don't do that anyway. No cards. All right, let's see. Yes cards. All cards except those listed here as no, neutral, or exceptions. Swords. 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knight. Cups. 5, 7, 8. Pentacles. 5. Death. The Devil. The Tower. The Moon. There are no cards. Oh, okay. So all cards are yes. Except they're saying that all cards are yes except for these. Except for the ones listed here. Wow. I don't think I've seen any book. Then again, I really don't look at them. Ask 3 times yes or no. When you have a question and need a quick answer, try this 3-card oracle. Shuffle the cards and then spread them face down in a fan shape. Ask your question out loud or in your mind. With your left hand, choose a card and place it on the left. Ask the question again and choose a second card. Place it in the center as shown. Now ask your question one last time and choose a third card, placing it on the right. Flip the cards over and consult the list below to determine if they are yes, no, or neutral. If you get 3 yes cards, your answer is certain. 2 yes cards with 1 no or neutral indicate that a positive outcome is very likely but may take time to materialize. Alright, I'm not going to read any more of it. But it gives you the everything. Like, it gives you the, alright, here's a 9 of Wands. Upright love meaning, upright career meaning, upright finance meaning, upright keywords. And it gives you what the card looks like. And it goes on to the reversed meanings. So, yeah, I mean, I'm gonna be checking it out. I'm gonna be using it. I'm gonna be looking into more and finding out for sure as I said, because the one thing I definitely do find shady is the backings of these cards. Like, somebody put all this work into this deck and they didn't come up with a better backing than this. That's the ugliest backing I've ever seen. Even if they would have just done a plain blue spot or a plain yellow like that, dude, it would have been a million times better. They could have taken any one of these backgrounds, this yellow, this blue, this purple, any one of these, and just made that the backing of the card right there. Boom. It would have been so much better than having this there. It's stupid. So that's my complaint as far as that goes. And I haven't shuffled them yet. Let's see. Not the greatest, whatchamacallit. Oh my God, that fast, and look how they bent. So they're kind of, I guess you could say the card stock's a little cheap. Card stock's on the cheap end. It already bent, but it's all good. It's really pretty. I mean, the box is nice. It's a nice magnetic, typical strong box. This is really nice, and it's a super chunky little book with a lot of information. And the cards themselves, they have a lot of information on them. So as long as it's not a knock, like a stolen, whatever, I'm cool with that. Otherwise, it'll go right in the trash if I find out that, somebody else made it first or whatever. So it is what it is. But This one, if you're going to get this one, go on Etsy, put in Vibe About It, and you will get these beauties, because the fake deck doesn't even come close. If you have that fake deck, you'll know, because you'll see, you'll know. It doesn't come close at all. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna go play my new deck of cards because I'm a big old kid.